Okay, so what does it provide? This is a simple scenarios that it provides. It provides a simple BCDR solution. It provides Azure virtual machine replications. It provides on-premises VM or physical replications to cloud. It can replicate workloads. Venkat, what is the difference between on-premises VM replication and workloads? So workload means it could be your application as well, or the entire application stack. But that means a web server, application server, database server, everything. And then it provides a data resiliency because you're keeping your primary site on and you're also keeping data in a secondary location. So secondary location could be Azure cloud or another physical data center, doesn't matter. When you define your BCDR, you have to define RTO and RPO. RTO talks about recovery time objective, and RPO is about recovery point objectives. For example, say your data center is down now at 5 p.m. RTO is talking about how long you need in order to put it to in order to put it into into a good situation, good state, or in order to make it operational. How long you need? You need 5 hours, 10 hours, 1 day. So what is the RTO? How much time do you need to put it back normal, to make it operational? When RPO talks about recovery point, that means when disaster happens, what is the data loss? At 5 p.m., the data center is down. So when at 5 p.m. when the data center is down, how much of a data loss I have, right? So for example, you have got once in every 24 hours, the backup happens. Once in every 24 hours, the backup happens. So backup happens every day at 9 p.m. Now at 5 p.m., there is a disaster. So your RPO is, you just count it back. You just count it back, right? So evening 5 to morning 5, 12 hours. And then morning 5 to evening 9 p.m. Right? So in short, 19 hours approximately is your RPO, 19 hours of a data loss you have. So normally what happens is your RTO, recovery time, is in hours or maybe in days, right? You need maybe approximately 12 hours or 24 hours to make it operational. But RPO will be very less, maybe like it could be minutes, it could be like, in worst case, it could be 1 hour or 2 hours, because nobody afford to lose the data. Okay, so RPO, in order to make it less RPO, like 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or maybe 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, you have to have those many replications. So every 1 minute, your server is backed up. Every 30 seconds, your server is replicated. So RPO and RTO. RTO is talking about recovery time. How much of a time do you need to make your data center operational? RPO is talking about when a disaster hits, how much of a data loss you have. So incident time minus how many seconds or how many minutes or how many hours of data loss I have. And your site recovery keeps application consistent in case the failure, because as you understand, if you're running Windows, it is application aware backup and application consistent. If you're running Linux, it is file system aware and file system consistent. And if you wanted to make it application consistent in Linux also, there are custom scripts that we have to add, and that can be done.